It's Sunday, February 2nd, and we're heading out for a couple months trip. Stephanie's getting rid of the last few Mises in the garage. So we just purchased this Casita. It's a 2016 Spirit Deluxe. Got it all packed up, a few things that we had to fix on it. So we're going to leave our beautiful home up in Plumas County. We got it all. The back of the truck is so, I'll show you later, it is so unbelievably packed. There's a saying, if you can't go big, go home. Well, this is going to be our home for a while. And we went big. Anyway, isn't that a beautiful little trailer? We got our bicycle rack, our quad on the back. And we're going to use this when the bikes are being used a little bit more than normal. But on our first days of travel, we actually have, I'm not going to show you right now, I'll show you at a later time, but both bicycles as well as generators and water and fuel is all in the back of the Tundra. See you on the road. Okay, look at what we got in the back of our Tundra. I got some black plastic ramps for when we change the oil. Bicycle wheels up front. I got my first time tying down the bicycles in the back between the cabinetry. I took the lifting table out, which normally goes between and makes a bed. So we've got our heater buddy, some bicycle supplies, of course, our Weber barbecue and red toolbox back there. We've got a Honda 2K generator, Costco synthetic oil for the oil change on the road. It's our long extension cord, 5 gallons of gas and 5 gallons of extra water. We're ready to hit the road on this rainy day. So our trip began on February 2nd, 2025. We left our house in Portola, California. We headed east on Highway 70 and then southeast to Sparks, Nevada, to a Walmart to supply the trailer, and one stop in between for a cappuccino for Stephanie. And our first stop on the trip is a pit stop for brewski and a cappuccino for my wife in the little town of Chilkoot, about 20 miles just barely east of where we live. From Walmart along Highway 80 heading east to Fernley, Nevada. Our next stop after Walmart in Reno, we stopped in Fernley Veteran Cemetery so that Stephanie can put flowers on her grandparents and on her mom and dad's gravesite.
The Northern Nevada Veterans Cemetery is based in Fernley, Nevada, and it was nice to be able to stop there on our way through town as we headed towards Fallon and Middlegate. My father Don and my grandfather Joe, his dad, were both in the military and have plaques there. So it was nice to be able to put flowers at their grave sites once again. So after visiting the Northern Nevada Veterans Cemetery in Fernley, Nevada, we traveled Highway 50 towards Fallon and through Fallon on to the small community, only 17 people, of Middlegate, where they have the home of the famous 4-pound burger.
Here's the home of the 4-pound hamburger. We're coming in. So you got a gas station here. And there it is.
Oh my word, it looks like a monster.
Okay. Enjoy, you guys.
Now, Steph and I had shared this burger. We each ate 1 quarter, took 2 quarters and put it in the Casita trailer to finish for later. However, had we finished this, either one of us by ourselves, they would have given away this free t-shirt. So from Middlegate, where we got that 4-pound giant burger, we left there and we drove down Highway 361 and then found some BLM land with a beautiful camping spot for the first night. And now I'm going to do a Google Earth view to show you what an amazing spot that was. Beautiful. Road. And it shows on Onyx that this actually will have like a circle loop for something up here. So we're going to get about that far, turn around, and hopefully camp for the night. And if not, we got to back this trailer out 1.9 miles back to the highway. But I think we're going to be okay. This is going to be our first camp for the night. Our first camp for the night. Our first night of camping up on top of a hilltop. So we took 50 from Fernley to Fallon, and we went to Middlegate, and then we ended up going down 261, or I think Highway 361. We're going to be heading south, but look at our spot for tonight. Unbelievable. First morning camping with our new little Casita trailer out on a dirt road by Middlegate, and look at what we get to wake up to for our first sunrise. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. Down to a little town. It looks like it's not much of a town, and we don't care. Maybe coffee when we get there. What do you think, Steph?
Yeah, definitely coffee. It's a mining town. It's called Gabbs, G-A-B-B-S, Nevada. And it's got a chemical mining plant outside of it.
What do you think, Boo? You ready for a big adventure? On our way to Gabbs, Nevada. Look at that beautiful in the middle of nowhere highway. Town of Gabbs, Nevada. The town of Luning, L-I-N-L-U-N-I-N-G, Luning. Finally, our first gas stop since Reno, Phillip. Look at the price. Cheaper than at home. So after gas and leaving our campsite, we drove down Highway 361. We headed over to Gabbs, Luning, Mina, Coaldale, Miller. Then we turned on to Highway 6, went through Warm Springs. Highway 93, we went through to Caliente. So at Caliente, we ended up at Kershaw-Ryan State Park in Nevada for our second night camping. Here's a drone shot looking from the campground out into the valley. All wild grapes growing up the cliffs. Entrance to the hiking trails, and a big solid wall of grapes. Down the road. Very beautiful. I found this image on Google Images. This is what the trail looks like in the fall. Stunning colors. Can't wait to go back. That was our second night of camping. Now we're back on the road for our third day of driving. Then we woke up in the morning from Kershaw Ryan Campground and drove just to the west side of Valley of the Fire and camped here for the night. This is a satellite view of White Dome Loop inside the Valley of the Fire, which I'm about to drive on. Take a look. White Dome Road, head down 5.5 miles from the end and back. Next to the Visitor Center. Valley of Fire. Valley of Fire, and we're going to be heading up White Domes Trail. You can see that which way we're going back in there. There's the parking lot where we came from. And it's supposed to be like a one doing her photo op with Brewski. And the rocks. Scared pissless. Something way down there. More than spoiled. Very photogenic. taking it. You can have it. Hey,
He's got the right idea.
yeah, he does. That's it. So here's the backpack slide, I think.
He's too far.
So after an amazing day at Valley of the Fire, we drove east and then up to Poverty Flats BLM campground. Next night, just after Valley of Fire, BLM camping. Look at our little spot. Waking up early in the morning, and now we're heading out to our next great destination spot. Next morning, we got up and we departed from Poverty's Flat, BLM, headed back up to 85. From there, we went through Mesquite, headed up I-15 to St. George, Utah now, where we had to replace both tires on our little Casita trailer, and finally back over to Wire Pass for some of the best hiking with slot canyons in the nation. Well, we're going to go 8.3 miles down a dirt road to get to the parking lot for the slot canyons. What are they called, babe?
Wire Pass.
Will you say that again?
Wire Pass Trailhead and Slot Canyons, longest slot canyon in America.
Here we go. Bumpy road. It's actually petroglyphs. It's like somebody, when it was soft, stuck their hand in the concrete. This one's got some over here. This big bowl. Makes you wonder. Wow, pretty intricate actually. That looks like an elephant rock to me. The trunk towards the ground. Yeah, kind of. Use your imagination. 5 miles west of Page, Arizona. It's Lake Powell. What's the name of the dam?
Glen Canyon.
Glen Canyon Dam? Or Glen Canyon?
Glen Canyon Dam.
Some boats way over there in the distance.
Where's that at?
Oh, on the other
Oh,
side.
I see.
Water's way down though, my gosh. From the Wire Pass Slot Canyons, we drove over to Lake Powell and Glen Canyon Dam. Then we went into Page, Arizona, got some Mexican food, which I've been dying for on this trip. And then we headed a little bit south and then west to find some BLM land to park and camp for the next night. This is called the Cliff Dwellers. Very cool spot. Our second to the last night of camping, right alongside the highway BLM. So first thing in the morning, we decided to head west towards Cedar City, Utah. We traveled west over about a 10,000 foot mountain pass, which covered the north side of the Grand Canyon, which was closed for the window. Beautiful cedar trees, lots of snow, lovely mountain pass. This is at the entrance to the north side of Grand Canyon. The right Pink Cliffs and Sandy Beak, White Cliffs, Cedar Breaks National Monument, Dixie National Forest, Vermilion Cliffs, which we passed, Chocolate Cliffs, Zion National Park, and right towards the end of the road, Dixie National Forest, Coral Pink Sands Dunes, Vermilion Cliffs, and on the far left, Pipe Springs National Monument. Very cool. I'll give you a little why I said all that. Because I was just like reading it off the board. It's like that. Just eating breakfast at McDonald's on the way through. Yeah, I'm going well. It's Zion's up here. Left towards Cedar City on Highway 14 west. Top of the meadow, up the hill, almost green. What are those trees? Just north of Cedar City, we drove up a short distance, about 15 miles, to Peregrine Gap Petroglyphs, where we spent the last night just outside the park on BLM. This is our camping spot for the, I think, the sixth day, I think. Anyway, it's on the way to Vernonia, and we just left. Vernonia is that way, down the highway, and we left Page, Arizona, so those far mountains and then north. About 40-50 miles was Page, Arizona. And this is what we got to the west of us. The clouds are coming in. Didn't rain. The clouds are coming in. It's an OHV trail that goes way off in the distance. I mean, it just seems like it goes for miles down that canyon. Pretty cool. There's our little Casita. Getting ready to depart. And so for our last night in the Peregrine Gaps, we decided to drive straight home. So we went near Cedar City, Utah, all the way across Nevada, up into Tonopah. And we finally went to Fernley, where the cemetery was, and back home in Portola, where we live. Well, that brings us to the end of our February road trip throughout California, Nevada, Arizona, and Utah. We hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did. If you ever get a chance to take a look at a Casita trailer, highly recommend it. And I don't know how many miles we put on in those 7 days, but it was an absolutely epic trip. So we'll see you on the next one.